Good Thursday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jason Pearson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Thursday. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, not a whole lot. We do have some showers over here just to the west of South Carolina, not really doing too much. We did have a thunderstorm up here near Lancaster not too long ago as well, but that's pretty much moved out the way. Moving for the entire United States, if we go ahead and move on to the MRMS, that's not the MRMS. This is the MRMS. Here you can see here's our some rain over here inside of like Kentucky and Tennessee, as well as up here in North Carolina. We also do have a tornado warning inside of North Carolina, kind of near the mountains as well, which is very weird. Um, but we do have for the entire East Coast. We do have some rain, some scattered rain showers, mainly in the Mid Atlantic as well. Northeast is doing pretty well. South, like Florida, Southern Georgia, the Deep South itself is doing well as well. Um, and we also have some flood watches as well for places like Dallas, Fort Worth, going up into Oklahoma City and going down just to the south of Dallas as well. Also, over here to the west of Dallas, we have tornado watches as well. So, you're going to have to watch out for some tornadoes just to the west of Dallas, near like Lubbock, Oklahoma, just to the west of Oklahoma City as well. Um, Also up here, severe thunderstorm watches as well for like portions of North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, as well. That's going to bring some severe thunderstorms up there. And we do have some storms and some winter storm warnings, winter storm advisories going on up here inside of the Rockies, and some rain over here inside of the Northwest. North Southwest is doing well. California, Nevada. It's been a while since California, Nevada, and those places got rain. Some places a lot. So, because they usually get hit storm after storm after storm, but not really been happening as much. So I guess that's a well-deserved break. But we are switching to La Nina, so I guess that makes sense. Here is our cloud cover. Cloud cover up there for the upstate. Really light cloud cover. Not really too much that you really have to worry about. If you go ahead and show the future for those clouds, if you went ahead and push this forward, you can see that clouds will get gradually more and more. There will be more and more clouds as we go later into the night, even into like tomorrow morning when I start recording my video. It's going to be pretty cloudy out there for most of us as well. So that's that. It's going to get, and even to the afternoon hours as well. Temperatures right now 80 in Columbia, 77 in Charleston, Savannah, 75 in Myrtle Beach, 82 in Sumter, Florence, Augusta, 77 in Greenville, 71 in Anderson, as 73 inside of Rock Hill. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures around 69 in Columbia, 74 in Hilton Head, 74 in Charleston, 70 in Myrtle Beach, 65 in Spartanburg, and 66 in Greenville, 66 in Anderson, 66 in Greenwood, and 69 in Aiken Barnwell. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. You can see that we do have a chance for some precipitation, pretty much for like Greenville, Anderson, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Cheraw, Florence, Camden. All have a chance of seeing some rain, mainly around a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch. Some higher totals can be possible near the North Carolina, South Carolina state line, with a good quarter of an inch potentially possible for those regions as well. Here's the SPC outlook. We're still under that marginal risk of severe weather for today. Again, that's probably gonna that I'm not sure what they're gonna quite do with that, because that's kind of a well, actually, yeah, that's what they did with it. All right, so yeah, so they kept the marginal risk over near us as well. Um, and so you still have to watch out for them isolated damaging winds, isolated hail threat as well. Tomorrow, the entire state is under a marginal risk of severe weather. That does come with a 5% chance of damaging hail and a 5% chance of damaging winds. And going into day 3, we're under another marginal risk of severe weather for Saturday. So we have 2 chances of severe weather for Friday and Saturday as well. Sunday, we're also going to have to watch out for, I believe, and maybe even Memorial Day Monday. So honestly, we might be under a severe weather threat for the next couple of days. So definitely watch out for those thunderstorms as we go into this weekend. Here's our day 1 marginal risk of excessive rainfall. That goes for northern parts of South Carolina, Greenville, Columbia, Florence, Sumter, Rock Hill, Lancaster. Tomorrow, only the little bit of the upstate near the mountains as well, marginal risk of excessive rainfall. Nothing for day 3 or day 4 or day 5. So let's go ahead and talk about the future. Or no. Let's go ahead and talk about the Hurricane Center real quick. Um, we still have this little 10% out here. It's not going to do anything to us, not going to affect us. Really just going to bring some rain and some gusty winds to like Bermuda. But that's pretty much all that it's going to do. Not really seeing anything else that we really have to watch here for in like South Carolina. So it's just something that Bermuda's just going to have to watch out for. But I don't think it's going to really even hurt them that bad either. So let's go ahead and talk about the future. So here is the model. The GFS. We do have some snow up here inside the northwest. We were talking about that. We do have some snow going up into Canada as well. And we do have the chance for some severe weather over here in Kentucky, Tennessee as well. Going to our Sunday as well. There it is right there. And then once that pushes down, it's going to try and push down to South Carolina, and it's going to try to bring some thunderstorms going to like May the 28th as well. So we're going to see what happens there. High pressure takes over the region. We're going to be good going into like the next week, early next week. It should be a nice start. But then as we get into like June the 1st, that's when we're going to start seeing the some more rain get in and try to get in on some action. Maybe even a low pressure forming on June the 2nd. Maybe some severe weather going to there as well. June the 3rd and the 4th brings some more rain, and the 5th and the 6th. And look at this. This is like la land, but look at this. Absolutely, I think if this actually did come true, which it's not, if this did come true, we could have tropical storm just to the east of us in early June. But again, hold on, let's not get panicked or anything like that. This is still very, very far out. We are still very, very far out from this is what I'm trying to say. We're still, this is on June the 6th. We're still 2 weeks away from this. So next week we will have definitely a better understanding of this system, but we're still 2 weeks out. So do not start panicking about this. But this would probably be a good tropical storm, bringing us definitely some rain, some rip currents as well. If this did develop, maybe even some gusty winds with it, not like tropical storm or hurricane force. But if this did happen, this is getting very close though. So I'll keep an eye on that and tell y'all more about that later. And then again, and then that's pretty much it after that. And high pressure decides and wants to try and take over the region. So this is kind of something that we may have to watch out a little bit for, but our main thing is going to be just the recurring storm systems, tornado threat, wind threat, mainly a wind and hail threat going into the next couple of days as well, going to the weekend. So let's go ahead and hear from our audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by going on ahead and joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We have 6 people watching and only 4 likes. Let's go ahead and get that up. So here it is. Here's the chat. Good evening, Weatherman. How are you doing this day? I'm doing well. I hope all is well with you. You keep up the good work. You know I'm proud of you, and always and forever. Love you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for that. Nana says, hello, Jay. Only a few more days left of school. Before you're out for school. Longer to study. Yes. I was talking about that before I started the recording. We do have not too long left. I think just a tiny bit more than a week, if we count school days. So I only need to be in that school for about another week, and I'm out. Definitely excited for this summer. Hi, Joseph, and then keep up the great work. So hello, and then keep up the great work. Thank you for that. So let's go on ahead, and I don't see any type of place suggestions, so we're going to go on ahead and zoom down to our famous San Antonio forecast. We do it every single night at 9 o'clock. We do it always at the end. Again, any type of location that y'all want to know about, if y'all are like going out on vacation, or if y'all are doing anything, summertime. It's about to hit summertime, so it's about that time anyway. There goes that excessive heat warning just to the south of San Antonio as well. Look at this. Heat index values of up to 113 degrees, and maybe even some of up to 118 degrees. That's insane. That's insane. 118 degree weather. But let's go on ahead and go to the models real quick. and show this off. So we're going to go to the 18Z, and we're going to go ahead and push this forward. So, oh, hold on, wait 1 second. It's doing a little thing real quick. This little thing at the top, there we go. All right. So tonight, it's going to get to around 78 or so. And once it gets to around 78, it's pretty much just gonna kind of stabilize around that number. Again, not really too much. 77 maybe again, but tomorrow it can get to up to 101 degrees in San Antonio tomorrow. Then as we get into tonight, around 75, and then tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Saturday at 2 p.m. it will be around 96. So it's still gonna be pretty hot out there as we get into tomorrow and Saturday as well. But I think tomorrow is definitely gonna be the hottest out of all the days. In terms of precipitation as well, move on to the composite reflectivity. Gonna go ahead and let this thing load at the top, and mainly with all this heat, if you usually have heat that's this hot, you usually don't have rain that comes with it. Well, they call it a heat wave, because usually when it gets hot, you usually don't get rain like that, because it wouldn't be classified as a heat wave. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is that if we go ahead and scroll through, you can see you're not seeing anything in terms of rain. I'm just clicking through some of the options here. You're just not really seeing too much. So no rain is really expected for the next 48 or so hours. Kind of, just reassure it as well. Not really seeing anything. So that's pretty much that. Do have a tornado watch up here to your north for like San Angelo, Ballinger, Abilene, Texas. Going up here, we even have a tornado warning for that's Altus, Oklahoma, as well. So that's pretty much that. And with no rain, probably comes no severe weather as well. So we're gonna go ahead and just skip on over that. And that's all that I have. I don't see any more questions inside the chat, so I guess that my work here is done. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic Thursday night. We are still at 106. We have not gained any. So let's go ahead and let's continue on sharing, keep on doing what we do. And let's go ahead and get to 200 subscribers again. We're trying to get to 200 by the end of the summer, which is around the end of August. So let's go ahead and get there. 200 by the end of August. I think that's definitely doable. As we're only at 106, we're already 6% of the way there. We can get another 94% in before the end of April. So that's all that I have. So everyone have a fantastic Thursday evening, and I will be back tomorrow morning for your Friday forecast update. We only have one more day to go, and we're on the way to our 3-day weekend, hopefully. And I hope you don't have to work on Memorial Day, but if you do, then you can.